Hey y'all, we are back with another dense update. This update is sponsored by Biomax Peptides and Herd Athletics. Here we go. CrossFit Games athlete Hattie Canyo was recently on the Glinton Things, and she made an announcement that she is leaving her longtime coach, Tristan Patrick.
Do y'all want to be the first to know something?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Glinton Things.
So I changed coaches.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And we're just seeing what happens.
Hattie will be joining the Brute Camp.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff with Brute.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Now let's. Hey,
Very
look,
nice.
Brute's putting out some champions right now. So, like, I mean, you can't deny that.
Corey Leonard, who you see a lot in the chat, you also see him sometimes on Clydesdale Media podcast, commented this.
Beer, hug it out. And Corey Leonard, goddamn. Can you.
It's okay. He laughed. Just the laugh. It's
Okay.
all good.
Tristan laughed. Okay, we're all good.
It's all
I was
good.
like, Corey, what the fuck?
A regular person on what, but no, he can't. Like, and that's how Corey is in my DMs too. So it's fair. That's just him. I love him to death.
Damn, Corey. That was pretty funny. I'm a big fan of Hattie. I'm excited for her. I'm excited to see what she does this next season. You can check that full episode out with Hattie on the Glinton Things YouTube channel. In the box office on the Be Friendly Fitness YouTube channel, we're on their regular Thursday night show. And aside from the constant distraction of Mesa playing with her hair,
twirling, tugging, or running fingers through it can be a self-soothing behavior when someone feels stressed, anxious, or uncomfortable. When insecure, people often become overly aware of how they look. Touching or adjusting hair can be an unconscious attempt to fix themselves or ensure they look acceptable. Instead of showing anxiety openly, the person might play with their hair to occupy their hands and avoid appearing visibly nervous. In social psychology, little self-touches, like hair fidgeting, can be a submissive or appeasing gesture. The person seems unaware they're doing it, almost automatic.
they did talk about a few things that were pretty interesting.
Peace score, hot or not?
I think not. I think not so hard, and I know I'm gonna get eaten alive for that. I hate it. Actually, I hate it.
Now, Mesa says she hates P-score, but doesn't give a reason why. Performance-based scoring, it's really not that technical. Now, the formula might be.
There is an epidemic failure within the game to understand what is really happening.
What's this?
This is the code that I've written for our year-to-year projections. This is building in all the intelligence that we have to project players.
Okay.
It's about getting things down to one number. Using the stats the way we read them, we'll find value in players that nobody else can see.
And it's just like Tyler says, every scoring system is made up.
I heard that P-score is just made up and doesn't
It
mean
is.
anything.
Everything's fucking made up, you jackass.
The people who don't understand P-score, it's because they're libtards. Because libtards don't put anything in context or relativity. Those are two ideas they don't understand.
Now, they also talk about last year's winner, Brittany Weiss, and this being her comeback year. She had back surgery a while ago, so she's been rehabilitating that. However, just prior to the show, I did notice that Brittany had posted this to her Instagram page with the caption reading, "Grateful for where I am, excited for where I'm going." This morning, he said, "Not yet." And with a heart fuller than ever, I said, "You're right." So that made me think, okay, you're pulling out a crash. Mesa goes on to break the news on the show. You can check the full In the Box Office episode out on the Be Friendly Fitness YouTube channel. There is a chance that they might actually go to crash. So that'll be fun. Matt Souza and Caleb Beaver filled in for Sevan while he was flying on private jets with Greg Glassman the other day. They talked about the sale of CrossFit.
Yes, the company ain't selling.
Really?
Whoa. Lots of rumors now that the company isn't selling. The main rumor is the fact that nobody's saying anything. It's just quiet.
The books have been changed. The books came out. Everybody's looking it over, and they're like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Jumping ship left and right.
Now, the Coaches Congress was also going on simultaneously in London, England this weekend. And people like Don Fall and Annie Thorisdottir and Facundo, Rich Froning, Austin Malleolo were all in attendance there. We saw some content from Mayhem. They had some patches they were passing around. An announcement is coming soon. And then sometime during the weekend, the Barbell Spin had posted this, a text message that he'd received stating, Don Fall just offered to sit down with Rich Froning. Rich is doing a talk. It came about conversation and working together. And Don from the crowd said, let's sit down after. And he apologized for not having done it sooner, which to me pretty much just shows CrossFit's hand, but then raises the question, is the sale off? Why would CrossFit need to sit down with Rich? Now, a few reels came out of that coaches conference that Mayhem athlete shared, that Rich Froning shared, and there was one in particular.
We believe it's our responsibility to share these with you. And that's the purpose of this discussion. We think about what is Project Mayhem, what are we doing at Mayhem? It's just that. First off, share what we've learned.
But then he doesn't actually say anything. And of course, Sevan had some thoughts about this.
This guy worked for the fucking training department. Maybe he was even a flow master. And the training department was one of the main financial engines of CrossFit HQ. And this guy and Denise Thomas allegedly organized the trainers to try to revolt and to try to tell Greg, hey, if you don't step down, we're going to fucking all leave. And one of your engines is going to turn off. Allegedly, he was the fucking ringleader of starting that. Now, Dave told him to stand down. And on the other hand, you have Rich Froning who's saying loyalty is a premium for him. Let me tell you something. If they lie for you, they will lie to you. Lao Tzu. We know who this guy is.
Now, Rich Froning Sr. commented, he goes on to list 6 points.
Number 1, Rich has maintained through the years that Greg's CF methodology is solid. 100%. Couldn't fucking agree with him more. CF Mayhem, CrossFit Mayhem, the Mayhem Empire is based on, will be consistent with that methodology. I wouldn't expect anything else. Austin will be supporting our Mayhem Empire CrossFit affiliates. Okay.
Number 4, y'all have no idea of the background bullshit that's gone on with CrossFit HQ over the last few years.
You sure about that?
Number 5 is interesting.
Number 5, it was good to have a couple of Berkshire Hathaway. I don't think he meant Hathaway.
The real estate company?
I think he meant Berkshire Partners. Not important, not relevant.
Now, when I saw this one, I thought, well, that's interesting. If Berkshire was already on site at Mayhem, then why would Dawn need to sit down again and have a meeting with Rich Froning? And why would he choose the Coaches Congress now to say it so publicly like that? Is this damage control or is this all for optics? I mean, it's not like Don Fall doesn't have Rich Froning's email address. And then he says, number 6, CrossFit Mayhem is CrossFit. And remember, Rich said on Pedro's podcast just a few weeks ago that he's not necessarily going to de-affiliate because he has a ton of competitive athletes who plan to do the CrossFit Games season. And he also said in London that he's encouraging people to do the CrossFit Open. So really, all of this back and forth just doesn't mean anything. Right? And when I watched the show with Sevan, I didn't see this as an attack on Rich at all. I interpreted this as Sevan is simply just asking questions and thinking out loud. Sevan's not a liar. And when he speaks about the things that he knows about Austin and what concerns he would have with him now infiltrating the Mayhem Empire, I think people should be listening to that. Sevan has been around longer than any of us. So now what? Mayhem has an announcement coming soon, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what that is. Rad Global put out another behind the scenes of Tier Wodapalooza SoCal. And I almost wonder sometimes if whoever is editing these is doing this on purpose or if they really don't see it.
Emma and Olivia, like, they're easy to, like, talk to as an adult because you're, like, talking to, like, a young child, like, you know, like
a young adult.
They're not a young adult, like a young adult.
Calling her teammates children and pretending to forget who her teammates were last year.
Because, like, I mean, last year too, the team, who was on the team, I can't think back, but like.
Well, now the North American team getting a little out of sorts with that worm. They are the second of 3 rounds of that complex, and now North America starting to run into some trouble here. Danielle Brandon, you can see her in the back trying to shout some instructions. The world team has now caught up, and they have taken the lead here as the North American team has got to dump the worm. And no rep on the right, though, for...
If the people making media for her can't protect her from herself, how does she expect CrossFit to protect her from media? Maybe she wants to be the bad girl that everybody loves to hate. Maybe she's finally leaning into it. I don't know. You can watch the full video on Rad Global's YouTube channel. The World Fitness Project just released their workouts for the World Fitness Finals qualifier.
Challenger Qualifier 2, workout number 1, is a pyramid chipper for time. The athletes will start with a 50 or 35 calorie row, then progress to 50 GHD sit-ups. Next, they will perform 50 dumbbell box step overs using a 50 centimeter box.
This is just laziness. It's just laziness. Why would you program the same workout that you programmed for WFP Tour Stop 1? You couldn't come up with anything else? Just another example of them not doing it better when they say they can do it better. But speaking of doing better and great programming,
we're raising our prices, but not for you. If you're already a member, nothing changes. Your monthly cost stays locked in at $20 forever. For everyone else, once we hit 1,000 members or on December 1st, whichever comes quickest, new memberships will cost $29 a month. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, all 1,000 subscribers are going to get our 100 plus hotel and travel workouts ebook for free. If you've already bought it, you're going to get the updated version with modified options for every single workout. You still have time to lock this $20 price in for life. Sign up now and save at trainsentinel.com. You don't want to miss it.
I am just 2 more dense updates away from my 100th episode, and we're going to do a giveaway. So stay tuned to my next couple of updates for more details on that.
That dense bitch